With YouTube demonetizing independent media, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month. Link below. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo, and as a rotund American, that's right, I'm fat. You've already seen my face as it is for the most part, and you know I'm chubby, but I'm lovable, and that's okay. I'm working on it, though. I'm not like those people that are like, if I can be healthy at any size, because that's not true. You can't. But this is where we're finding ourselves a bit of a problem. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a fat YouTuber. And so when I come across a story that says YouTube stars encouraging kids to eat more unhealthy or unhealthy food, I have to kind of stop and do a bit of a double take. Not necessarily a spit take, but just a double take in order to fully grasp the situation at hand. Now it says here, social media stars could be encouraging youngsters to eat more unhealthy food and drink, a new study suggests. Research found that children who watch popular vloggers end up indulging in more fatty and sugary foods. This probably has a lot to do with the fact that these vloggers will put out reviews of the new, purple unicorn drink at Starbucks or whatever unholy abomination unto Christ Carl's Jr. comes out with. And then they put those up there in their channel and people go and they try them. Food reviews on YouTube are a big thing. Trust me, I've thought about it. But then I also want to lose weight. And so it's really a catch-22. But if kids watch this, this could lead into them wanting to eat more. And it's not just like fast food. It's, there's videos of friends of mine who will do like, candy sent to them from around the world and things along those lines. And it can have a negative impact if these kids aren't being monitored by their parents and everything else. And I do feel a lot of this is the parents, by the way. This isn't the YouTuber fault. I want to make that abundantly clear. This is clearly the parents. Now it says here, in turn, kids influenced by famous YouTubers consume 26% more calories than those who don't tune in. 26% more calories compared to those who don't watch. Well, hey, listen, Liverpool University study, the way YouTube's been handling the whole subfeed, that 26% is probably going to start dropping off pretty quick. So really, this is one of those times where we can just kind of wrap it up and go home because, hey, YouTube's already done the job of shaming these people through shitty practices. Now, the finding, or the study was presented this month at the European Congress on Obesity in Austria. That's sad that there's a European Congress on obesity. It just shows you there's a lot of obese people out there. The findings come as the government continues to come under fire from celebrity chefs who want to see junk food advertising banned. Of course, these celebrity chefs, man, they want that stuff taken down. You know why? Because they want to sell you their ready-made meals. They want to sell you on their restaurants. They want to sell you on what they can make, on what they can prepackage and sell. That's what this boils down to. This feels like a shakedown of once again, YouTubers getting hit because they're taking away money. They're taking away influence. They're taking away all that stuff from these celebrities, right? And I'm not wrong on that one either. We've seen this. Traditional media going after YouTube, a lot of other like children's program going after YouTube, although that seems to make more sense than anything else. And now we have celebrity chefs that are going after the governments of their countries, and they're going like, why won't somebody please think of the children and the fatty food that they have? Yeah, they look at the YouTuber and they get fatter, but they eat my food with, butter and EVOO and whatever else HRA is selling today. Then they don't get fatter, they get healthier, they get heartier, right? But never mind the fact that a lot of this stuff is chock full of calories and really does boil down to the fact that these kids aren't exercising as much as they should. Really, honestly. I really feel like at this point, parents should just start buying Fitbits for their kids, make everything into a game, and then if it's a game, they're going to be happy with it. Now, researchers use social media celebs like Zoella, 10.9 million followers, and Alfie Dyes, 4.6 million followers, to analyze children's behavior. Ooh, Zoella. Ooh, yeah, that's going to come at a bit of a hit, right? She's going to be pretty mad about that. Now, for the study, 176 kids were split into 3 groups and each shown pictures of Zoella and Alfie promoting their unhealthy food, healthy food, and non-food products. After the youngsters were offered a range of both healthy and unhealthy snacks, in one section, carrot sticks and grapes featured, in a second section, sweets and chocolate. The children who saw the unhealthy images consumed an average of 448 calories, while the others ate 357. Okay, so you're telling me, and I'm just gonna come out and say, you're telling me that children, right? Now stay with me here, guys. That children are attracted to chocolate and sweets above carrot sticks and grapes. I don't know about you, but stop the presses. Stop them. Stop them. Because clearly, this is something that no one knows. This is not common knowledge, period. Only discovered at this university in Austria. They're the only ones. They figured out the code. They figured out that children like sweets more than carrots. They should win the Nobel Peace Prize for doing this God's work. Now, the University of Liverpool's Dr. Emma Boylan said children see vloggers as everyday people. And because we are? I mean, I'm not really a vlogger. I'm a commentator, but it's kind of like in the same like realm, the sphere, right? I'm an average everyday person. I put my shorts on one leg at a time. You know, like I work from home like you, like everybody, right? Everyone works from home, right? Not just me. Oh, no shit. Okay. She said that they've learned a position of trust among young people, and there has to be some responsibility along the line. Yeah, that's called the parents, Parents, right? The parents. Those are the ones who you know, they buy the food for these kids. They're the ones that tell their children, hey, do you want an apple or do you want a freaking Butterfinger bar? And then the kids are like, I want a Butterfinger bar. And they're like, okay, sport, you did really good today. You walked around outside for 20 minutes. You get a, no. Parents need to be held accountable here, not YouTubers or vloggers. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Now, she goes on to say, this is Emma Boylan here, they've earned a position of trust among young people, and there has to be some responsibility along the line. Again, the parents. As a result, researchers are calling for more protection for kids online. Many are subjected to advertising, and sometimes the line between advert and genuine content is blurred. Yeah, you know, I don't know what ads run on their channel. Don't know if it's food-based. Oftentimes for me, it's like local car dealerships, but that's just because I'm in a really bad place of YouTube when it comes to advertisements. But I don't really feel that that's a big thing. Now, Dr. Boylan said, on TV, there are more cues as to when it's advertising. There's an advert break. There's a jingle. Whereas digitally, it's a lot more embedded with the rest of the content. Now, that is true. That is true. Okay, oftentimes, you know, we deal with this here in the United States, the FTC and their guidelines on advertising, and YouTubers are not always the best when it comes to it. Some maliciously, some because they just don't know any better. That's the truth. But at the same time, not 100% the problem here, right? And you can tell they're trying to pass the buck. Like, no, it's not the parents that have to watch what the children eat. Okay, the parents aren't responsible. It's the YouTubers. It's the vloggers. Yeah, no. Now, Anna Coates was the leader of the research on the subject. She says here that we already know that children are easily influenced when they see their icons consuming or promoting food or drink, and they want to have it too. Well, I mean, to be fair, you know, Teen Mom did result in a lot of girls getting pregnant when it came to the casting of season 2. I believe it was 16,000 applicants had admitted to getting pregnant specifically to be on the series. So that part is absolutely true. I can only imagine how many of the 15,999 found a coat hanger in a back alley right afterward. But ultimately, it's one of those things where, yeah, people can be influenced by this, and maybe these people do need to have a bit more responsibility in terms of how they advertise the product. But at the end of the day, it boils down to the parents and how these children were raised. And I don't think I'm the only one that's thinking that. Now, she says here that that we know that if you show children a traditional drink advert, then their preference for that drink rises. We wanted to test their reactions to this new type of celebrity, the social media star. Now, celebrities, either traditional or social media, are often paid vast sums of money to showcase brands. This is true. Again, nothing wrong with that. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Patreon.com/MundaneMatt. Now, Professor Russell Viner, the president of Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health, called on the government to consider more regulation in the line with updates on the controversial obesity strategy. Again, you want more regulations, okay, going on to people who are doing a job versus the parents who aren't fully taking their kids out to the park, right? They're not getting them involved in sports and activities. Children these days spend fewer and fewer amounts of time outside, and that becomes a problem. Now, he says here that it's vital that children are protected from the marketing of junk food not only on TV, but also where they are increasingly spending their time. Companies are able to target their adverts on social media, which does provide the opportunity for regulators to put restrictions in place. Right. So YouTube stars are the bad guys here. Obviously, that's what they're trying to say. Okay, their words, not mine. But instead of, and at no point in time in this thing did they say the parents, but it was, if Zoella says, I love this drink, and then other kids want to get that drink, that's not uncommon. Children and young people have been influenced by, not just young people, everybody is influenced by advertising in one form or another. Patreon.com/mundaneman. There are tons and tons and tons of ways for this to be a thing, but ultimately they want to just they just want to crap on the YouTuber without addressing the sole issue here, or the cause of the issue here, and that would be lack of parental oversight when it comes to healthy eating and also exercise. What they should do is they should invest money into more sports programs for kids, or just more outdoor activities for kids that find a way to maybe meld the two worlds together. Right? I mean, look, augmented reality is a thing. Why not sit there, focus on making an augmented reality game that kids can play when they go outside? So they get their digital cocaine fix, and then they're also outside playing in activities and having fun. It's a marrying of the two worlds, and at the end of the day, everybody wins. But that's not what's going to happen here, because that's a lot easier, or it's a lot easier to bitch on the internet. This coming from a guy who gets paid to bitch on the internet. Patreon.com/mundaneman. Anyway, what do you guys have to say about this? Let me know in the comments below. They should be very fascinating. I'd like to hear them. Well, read them. And if you guys haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, share it around if you want to support it. Patreon's a good way to do it. Or you can just watch more content, which you can totally do right now.